Hello, I'm Rob Barger, Product Manager for the balers and wrappers for Kuhn North America. Today I've got the LSB 1290. It's a 3x4 baler. The unit we've got out here is a cutter unit. We've also offered this in a non-cutter, and we also have a 3x3 version, which is the LSB 890. It is the heaviest flywheel in the industry. This allows the operator to run this baler with a little smaller tractor than our competitors, and a little less horsepower is required. This also takes that high and low torque out of the baler, so that it's not trying to constantly move your tractor. It evens out those high and low spikes in the rhythm. And it has a 91-inch pickup. It has 5 total time bars, and it's 91 inches wide. It comes standard with the crop roller, so that's standard feature. It's not an option. Also comes with standard pivoting front wheels, which is standard for North America. It's not optional. And it's extremely easy to adjust. Just simply removing the chain and moving it down to a new setting allows the operator to change his pickup height. Also allows him to switch his gauge wheels in a fairly easy fashion. The pivoting wheel allows the pickup to contour and follow the ground better than a fixed pickup. So a lot of nice standard features that are built into our pickup. If this was a LSB 890, it would be an 83-inch pickup with 4 time bars, and it's a similar design to what we have on our variable round balers. It also features the same roller design, so the same similar roller as to what comes standard on the 1290 is the Kuhn exclusive integral rotor. This rotor incorporates the flighting on the outside with the rotor in the center, allowing our rotor to be directly behind our pickup. This integral rotor design comes in 2 forms. It's an opti-feed or an opti-cut. The opti-cut is shown here. It's a 23 knife system. Each knife is individually protected, and there's 23 knives in total. In this particular baler, each knife is hydraulically protected by a cylinder underneath. Our integral rotor design has a V shape to it, which allows the crop to move more towards the center. On a wide pickup, you bring more crop to the outside, and this allows the crop to funnel more towards the center. The next feature I want to point out is the standard auto loop system, which comes on every single large square baler we offer. And if you look, each individual grease bank has a point where you can actually individually grease each individual bank. That's standard equipment. The next feature, which is exclusive to our LSB 1290 OptiCut 23 only, is this feature right here. This valving allows you to switch out your knives from 11, 12, or all 23 knives, or you can lock your knives out completely. Since your knives are hydraulically engaged, we can hydraulically change the number of knives that we engage into the rotor. The next feature I'd like to point out is our pre-chamber design, which is different than what the competitors use. We don't have a stuffer in the front followed by a packer, similar to what our competitors use. We use an independent power density system, which is a single acting arm, which continues to comb feed into our chamber as it comes off of our integral rotor. As the feed is pushed up into the back of the chamber, it pushes on a wedge plate. As the wedge plate moves back, it sends the signal through the cable to lock out the front of the power density arm. When this arm locks, it allows this to fully extend, pushing the feed up into the chamber. This single acting one-piece design is not only simpler, there's less moving parts, less bearings than any of our competitors. Our pre-chamber also features an independent door underneath. By pulling 2 pins, the door can open up, allowing crop to escape for clean out at the end of the season or in between crops. Also, if the chamber would plug, this feature allows you to clean out the chamber. The LSB features 5-inch plunger bearings, which are the heaviest in the industry. These 5-inch bearings are guided along a hardened top and bottom rail. Another thing you might notice is the absence of chains. We only have 3 total chains on the entire baler, one coming off of the rotor, another driving our pickup, and on the other side I'll show you the 3rd chain, which is running straight down to drive the rotor. So 3 total chains in all. Another thing I'd like to point out is our knotters are driven with a driveline setup via gearboxes and a driveline. This makes it easy to time the LSB if there's an issue with timing, and it also is less maintenance and less wear than a chain-driven knotting system. The next thing I'd like to mention is the simplest drive system in the industry. We have 3 total chains on this baler, and everything is driven via gearbox or driveline, and it's a really simple system. There's not a lot of shear bolts on this baler. The only shear bolts are located on our knotter return and also up on our knotters themselves that are individually protected. Other than that, our pre-chamber and our rotor and our pickup is all automatically resetting clutches. These clutches, if plugged, will automatically reset if you lower the RPMs on the tractor. Shown here is the optional tandem axle design. It's a spread axle design which allows Kuhn to use larger diameter, higher flotation tires than our competitors. This also allows the weight to be distributed over a larger area, giving the operator a little nicer ride, and spreads the weight out over a larger area. Standard on the tandem axle is a spring shackle design that allows the tires to work independently from each other, and it allows it to contour to the ground. Standard with all of our tandem axles is a steerable rear axle. We also have a single axle design that can be ordered. The single axle comes with a 650 22.5 tire, which is a high flotation tire as well. And both axle combinations give you good access to our needles and threading the machine. The LSB has a 10-foot bale chamber, which is the longest standard bale chamber in the industry at 10 feet. The cylinders push directly on the flaps to pinpoint the pressure exactly where we need it. On this particular baler, we use 4 individual cylinders, unlike our competition that features 2 cylinders to pull down on the top flap and push in on the side flaps at the same time. The 3 independent high-performance fans pinpoint the air exactly where we need it on the knotters, on the back side of the knotter to keep the knotter clean where we need it. Rosendorf's a little heavier design. It features a 5 pinch point twine disc, which is standard equipment. It uses a real coil spring on our twine disc, and it uses a real coil spring on the bill hook for tension. This knotter features a standard shear bolt protection on every single knotter. By simply pulling a pin, you can service each individual knotter. To get underneath it, our knife is completely replaceable, and the Rosendorf features standard ball bearings instead of the industry standard bushings, and it's a little heavier design. Shown here, I'm removing the knife on the 23 knife system. You can remove each independent knife for individual sharpening. This system requires no tools and it's easy to operate.